Good day. My name is Roger Steelman, and I'm one of the 5 instructors here at Bakersfield College that teach the Industrial Drawing 12B class, the Introduction to Hand Board Drafting and also Computer-Aided Drafting. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to develop or draw a missing view on a multi-view drawing. Sometimes it's called a orthographic drawing or just views of objects. The first thing you want to make sure of is that you have your drawing taped down on all 4 corners and that your T-square is tight against the edge of your drafting table or your drafting board, and that it lines up, when you taped it down, that it lines up with a line on the drawing, not the edge of the paper. If you lined it up with the edge of the paper on this drawing, the edge of the paper is not parallel to the line. Excuse me. The edge of the paper is not parallel to the line or border line, so your drawing's going to be off. It's not going to be square. All your lines and corners are not going to be perpendicular. So what you're going to need in order to develop this view is a few pencils. I'm using a non-print lead, a blue lead, so I'm going to draw kind of dark on here so I could create some color and contrast so you'll see the video a little better. And so I'm going to use that to lay everything out with. I'm going to use a 0.9 or a 0.7 millimeter pencil. I'm going to use a 0.5 millimeter pencil, and I'm going to use a mechanical pencil with a sharp lead to draw my center lines. Okay. So the first thing I want to do, using a pair of dividers, is make sure that the right side view is going to be the same distance as the distance from the front view and the top view. So I'm going to use my dividers, and I'm just going to mark a distance, or I can put a hole in there like this, and then I'm going to draw this line up. And I don't really care how far I draw lines, and so I'm going to draw that line up, and then at the point of intersection on those 2 lines, I'm going to draw a 45-degree angle. Now make sure that you try and be very accurate doing this, okay? That way your drawing's going to be the right size. The next thing I'm going to do, from every point in the front view, I'm going to transfer over into the right side view. Okay? Now there's actually 3 ways I can get this depth distance, which is this distance here, and that distance is going to be the same as this distance. And both of these distances are depth distances. I could draw 45-degree lines, angles, to this line. There again, I don't care where it stops. I'd rather have it intersect up there. Then I'm going to take my triangle and I'm going to draw lines up here. And when I was in college, one of my instructors said throw those lines. So you don't have to draw a line. It's not slow motion. You draw a line really slow. Just throw that line out, but make sure you're being accurate. So now I have created a series of lines that it's like 2 streets that intersected that are same width. So we'd have a double turn lane. So we come up here, we make a 45, we turn down this way, and so all the distances going in this direction are depth distances in the top view, and all the distances in the right side view going across are also depth distances. Now when I look at this drawing up here, and I look at the basic shape from the side, I'm using non-print lead, so I can put a happy face or whatever, so I don't care. So when I print this or copy it, it's not going to show up. all right? So it's going to look from the side view, it's going to look like an L, okay? You could call this, let's give it a name. It's called the L bracket, okay? We have a little flange in here to give it some support. And so when I look at the right side view, I'm going to see this surface. This is a true size and true shape surface and normal surface. And I'm going to see this inclined surface, which is an edge view here. And it's also what we call foreshortened here. So we're going to see that foreshortened in the right side view. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and start darkening this in. So I'm going to start at the top always, and I draw all the horizontal lines. I'm not using the best paper here, just regular print paper. You notice how those lines are really black. They look like ink. So that's what you're trying to achieve. And we want to make sure that our corners, I'm going to draw the vertical lines. Make sure that you get these corners that are perfect. They don't overlap, they don't fall short. Get these really, may have a little tail there. I may use my eraser with the, or take my erasing shield, put that in there like that. Get rid of that little tail out there, or hanging chad. So I have that drawn, and then we have this bracket here and this edge view. This I'm going to freehand my, I don't know what angle that is exactly, so I'm just going to draw corner to corner, and I hold my pencil straight up and down. And I went back over it a second time. That's really not necessary. Now that is really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to transfer the distance for the hole, and I'm going to use my dividers. That way I'm going to make sure this is perfectly accurate. Now I'm going to take my, now you could draw a construction line, but I don't think I really need to. So now I'm going to take my 0.5 millimeter pencil. I'm going to draw some hidden lines. They should be 1/8 of an inch long with a 1/32 of an inch gap, like that. And now I'm going to put my center line in here, and I'm going to use a sharp 2H pencil. I'm going to come in here like this. Oops. It should extend past the limits of the hole. This is the it's a negative cylinder in the hidden view, and so we want about 1/4 of an inch. I'm drawing a little bit longer. Okay, so next thing you do, always draw construction lines. So I'm going to draw some construction lines down there like that, and I'm going to use, I'm just going to put my name in there, and I'm going to use inclined lettering, and I want this to look like a machine did it. It's not the best lettering I've ever done, but there you have it. Now you notice that the lines look black. They look better. Actually, these lines look better than the lines that were given on the assignment sheet. So this is what we're looking for. If you have any questions, make sure you contact your instructor, and especially me. If you give me a call or send me an email, I'll be more than happy to help you with the solution. I hope you all have a great day and stay safe.